Okay, we said we didn't want the casinos down here. Of course, y'all claim the majority of us did. Who knows? You know, we've already talked about how do you have votes. Why would you ever assume votes are counted? Ever? If they ever were, who cares? I'm just saying, but the real ones said we didn't want the casinos. I didn't get the vote, whatever. Even like the Christians, you can give that one of them. We don't want them casinos. I just wonder how, there's old Mississippi. It's like, I'm thinking I'm going to mention this term in every video just so like people get the point. It's like, once, I always felt like my right eye was recording anyways. The one that's had the botched cataract surgery that the surgeon will not, you know what I'm saying? Like he even told me, he barely got it on during the surgery. And then you go back to him. It's like, hey, I don't have insurance now, and like, it's kind of, it didn't last very long. It's like, he just doesn't faze him at all. Yeah. He's going to do on Friday. He's going to do his Army ROTC or some kind of shit. But, little guy in Tupelo. I can't remember his name right now. Yeah. Just disgusting. Like, dude, I ain't got insurance at the moment. And like, damn, a cataract surgery should kind of take. And when you admit that you barely got it on to begin with, you should just been prepared for this. Okay? But this, of course, gotta make this short because goddamn TikTok and his goddamn data, bandwidth, whatever. It's like, God, enough with the video. There's on Mississippi. So, once you realize, is that why? Because of Oppenheimer neural link access? Oppenheimer neural link access. Is that why I felt like my right eye was recording? And I felt like I was sometimes endangering, what do you call them, Karmics, whatever, the girl liar and the male liar. It's like, it's like I actually felt guilty. Like sometimes I felt like, I'm endangering with my, they have access to through my vision. And like, lo and behold, they actually did, didn't they? They actually did, didn't they? No, they never say anything directly for shit. The female always said, it can't be said. What can't be said? Red and black is radio. That's one of the few things I stopped mastering. Like, what does red and black radio mean? Like years later, yeah, could kill you. She wouldn't tell me. It's like, okay, I don't care. But I mean, it wasn't like she was, like just not useful. That's the thing. Like the male made fun of us because, he was, we weren't textbook except for the globe. I thought it was always so weird. It's like, we understood, like, with supernatural, whatever, like me and the karmic female, like, we understood how reality really actually worked. And at least the male, like, I think he was hiding that's how he hid his vampirism, is through, sticking to the textbooks. Keeping quiet, sticking to the textbooks. How else would you do it? Predators got to keep quiet now, don't they? So, I would just assume that. I don't know. Maybe he's checking. The thing is, I don't care. It has nothing to do with nothing. It's like, you're Native American, aren't you, son? That's why I'm trying to remind y'all. It's like, who opened up the casinos? Like, if y'all only, like, Native Americans open up casinos, what are you doing, Native, indigenous? Are you only, like, if you're taking if you're only like him, are you letting your own lose their ass there? If they do you refund them? Like, man, I'm just saying. I'm not criticizing. It's not me for to judge that or anything. I'm just saying. It's like the two most harmful people in my life are definitely more. Because it came from my great grandmother through my mother. Definitely, she has more blood, more genetics. Because I'm accommodating with my father, and so definitely you do. And then the other one had the features, and his mother looked highly indigenous, like Loretta Lynn, but like a native indigenous Loretta Lynn. Look like Loretta Lynn, but more indigenous than her, I would say. And so just, you understand, like, consciousness is consciousness. These meat suits are meat suits, and consciousness, and like Philly says, like, spirit has no skin color or something. I'm paraphrasing. It has no gender even. Spirit. You have gender in this realm. There's a reason why you have gender in this realm. I'm going to keep saying that because that's the thing. TikTok, it don't make sense. You can say, you're talking about COVID. You can talk about 5G towers, but you can't say nothing about this silly gender war that's going on. Babies, come on now. Babies, come on now. Let's get real, guys. Agenda revealed. Affirmative. Oh, that's my sister with the affirmative. And my sister's never conscious of this, but yeah, there's my sister with the affirmative. Thank you. Okay, there's old Mississippi. So that's so once you realize that, like, it don't matter. Like, you're special, whatever. Joseph Isaac Bagley, which if anyone's ever watching, you've already got that. He's He's got only one video at the time on YouTube, but because she can't even access TikTok. So majority of my content, I guess you don't need to, but if ever to say like we can't get any, militarily, we cannot communicate, and that's what you do. What do you do at war? You break down communications. This is spiritual warfare. We're born into it, and that's why the communication is being broke down. It has nothing to do with like all this. It has to do with this, relationship nonsense that humans do. Like I've been trying to tell you, there is no choice. You choose yourself. That's what the flaw is with the humans. Like I don't know, y'all call it a twin flame journey, which or twin soul reunion. That's why I was, twin soul reunion is like would be more relevant. I don't know if everyone goes to that because, like I said, like Philly says, and others, like not everything out here has a soul, and there's we have too much evidence of cloning to begin with. So if it's cloned, it definitely doesn't have a soul. It seems like that's what they want. But there's old Mississippi. There's the old Mississippi right there. And what does meth have to do with this area? Why was, how did this, the thing, this ain't Vegas. You could, when in populated cities, you have a way to survive and you can go under the streets, stay warm and, maybe in garbage, there's always food, maybe in a dumpster. But down here, there's just flat distance between the casinos. And these people down here are on meth and they'll go sleep in the woods and trying to survive the casinos. And you feel sorry for them, and so like, yeah, you let them have fun in your car. You do what you can. Sometimes you try to live in the car with them, and you feel for them because it's ridiculous. Because this is very unique. And the karmic female said, or whatever you call the girl liar, maybe she girl lie, but she didn't lie about everything. Said that's why the military kept this sugar ditch area poor on purpose. Military did. It is flat. Delta's flat. I don't know. We'll see about that. But the thing is, like, previously I've been like, oh no, don't disclose your location. Dude, I mean, they're watching me shit. Come on now. And the thing is, I've known, just had no verification, complete verification. John Washington was a start, but real verification, John Isaac Bagley. And I have to pre-say this because the truth is important. The satellites are by balloon. Well, that's even more relevant because that means they can hover over you a long time. Saying they can follow you everywhere because this is, because water finds its level. You're saying the ground isn't spinning. When everything goes up there are no satellites. You never see satellites from Red Bull. They don't even point their camera at the sun. So NASA and Red Bull, you don't see the sun nor satellites. So just remember that, guys. So Oppenheimer neural link access. So it's just weird. There's just no. This area isn't. Why did we find other things to do besides meth and gambling? Why was it so? Meth and gambling has nothing to do with this area whatsoever. And in reality, now does it? Especially if you're indigenous.